The government released the index of leading economic indicators for January today, and for the third straight month in a row, they were down, this time 1.2%, the biggest drop since January 1975 and a strong sign of an economic slowdown. The January figures will not be available for several days for Tidewater's economy, but the economic analyst for ODU's Tidewater Economic Report, Dr. John Silberman, says Tidewater's economy is following the national trend. Our leading economic indicators are negative. Bankruptcies increased 19% in 1978. Evidence says the economic report that high interest rates and the restrictive money supply are taking their toll with the consumer. Building permits declined 20% last year. That is significant because the housing industry is usually the first to feel an economic slowdown. Loans closed at savings and loan associations were down 16.1%. It seems the high mortgage rates have slowed down the demand for mortgage and construction loans. And the Tidewater labor market showed signs of decline in December. Unemployment rose to 6.3%, unusual because more temporary work is usually available in the holiday buying season. It was the first time unemployment went over 6% in more than a year. The slowdown in economic activity may help with inflation, but it could easily turn into a recession. Dr. Silberman says Tidewater is in the first stage of a decline that will last at least through the first 6 months of this year. Whether or not it will become a recession depends on the severity of the slump in construction and employment and how consumers react to inflation. Sandra Kelly, Area 10 Eyewitness News.
This is Joan Gartland in Norfolk. Within a few weeks, Norfolk residents will be able to transact almost all of their business with the federal government here at the new federal building on Granby Mall. The 8-story red brick and glass building took 2 years and almost $14.5 million to complete. Inside, among the white and Norfolk orange colored corridors, will be consolidated a total of 35 federal offices, including the Coast Guard, the Social Security Administration, the FBI, and the field office of 2nd District Congressman William Whitehurst. By bringing the offices and the 800 bureaucrats who work in them together, the government is hoping to make its operations more efficient and convenient for the public. The downtown Norfolk location was chosen in part to boost the sagging downtown economy. While city residents and merchants welcome the expected increase in business from the federal workers, the building's modern design has drawn a barrage of criticism. An author of one recent letter to the editor said, "The building must have been designed by a former sailor seeking his revenge on the city." Other residents have been less harsh.
I don't think it's very attractive at all.
What don't you like about it?
I guess just one color, no rock. It just seems too plastic to me. I don't understand what this portion here is.
I think it does a lot to improve the mall.
Is it what you'd expected?
I didn't realize they'd be putting in all this glass, but I think it does a lot for it. And it's improved the brick. I wasn't too crazy about the color of the brick at first. But it's looking better.
By this weekend, the federal building will be about 40% occupied. Other federal offices will follow in the next few months. Joan Gartland, Area 10 Eyewitness News, Norfolk.